Imagine walking through a quiet Swiss village in the 1930s, where Carl Jung sits in his study, pondering the invisible forces shaping the soul. He's sketching a map of the psyche not with pen and paper, but with symbols drawn from dreams, myths, and ancient wisdom. What if the key to understanding yourself lay buried in this inner landscape, waiting to be discovered? Jung's map isn't just theory, it's an invitation to unlock the hidden architecture of your own soul. Let's start with the battlefield inside every mind. What lies in light and what lurks in shadow, often unseen but powerful. In Küsnacht near Zurich, where Jung made his home, he observed that every person walks through life wearing a persona, a mask shaped by society's expectations. He noted how this mask sometimes hides uncomfortable truths. Like a host at a party keeping up appearances, Jung's concept reveals how our ego focuses on presenting a curated self to the world, but it's only half the picture. Think of your psyche as a grand house. The ego is the well-lit living room where guests gather. But the shadow, that's the basement, dark, cluttered with forgotten toys and secrets. Jung explains the shadow contains parts of yourself you and others deny. Ignoring it is like locking the basement door without understanding what's down there. It shapes your mood, reactions, and even your dreams. By daring to descend into that psychic basement, embracing shadow parts instead of hiding them, Jung shows the payoff: freedom. Integrating the shadow creates wholeness, making you less reactive and more authentic. You move from being controlled by hidden fears to owning them, a deeply freeing twist that flips your inner world from a prison into a playground. Jung didn't just map your personal psyche. He explored the collective stage where timeless characters play roles in your inner drama. Stein paints a vivid picture of archetypes as the soul's inherited blueprints, patterns so universal they appear across cultures in myths and fairy tales. For example, the hero, the wise old man, or the trickster pop up everywhere, like a psychic software downloaded from deep time. Jung saw these as living images within your unconscious, shaping your choices and dreams without you realizing it. Among archetypes, the Anima and animus are intergendered guides, essentially your yin and yang spiritual counselors. Jung described these as a dialogue between the conscious you and the unconscious opposite-sex figure inside. Imagine having a conversation with your inner muse or mentor, helping you balance emotions and logic, desire and restraint. Recognizing this inner dance is key to emotional maturity. One of Jung's mind benders is synchronicity, moments when unrelated events connect with deep personal significance, like cosmic winks. Stein explains this as an acausal principle, where meaning trumps cause and effect. Ever thought of a friend, then they call? Jung saw these moments as shadows of the soul, revealing hidden patterns linking our inner and outer worlds, a reminder that reality may be far weirder and wiser than we think. The heart of Jung's map leads to individuation, the ultimate journey of discovering and becoming your whole self. Stein emphasizes individuation as the personal odyssey Jung thought everyone must embark on. Unlike simple self-improvement, it's about reconciling contradictions within, like hero myths where the protagonist faces dragons, alliances, and their own flaws. It's messy, nonlinear, but it leads to a deeper, integrated self, an epic inner adventure that honors the soul's complexity. Most people think libido means sexual energy, but Jung's theory is broader. Libido is psychic energy fueling all creativity, desire, and growth. Imagine it as a river powering a mill. How you channel that energy shapes your inner life. Redirect libido toward individuation activities like art, reflection, or relationship, rather than suppression, and transformation accelerates. At the pinnacle of the journey sits the self, an archetype both compass and crown. Stein describes the self as the organizing center of the psyche, symbolizing wholeness and harmony between conscious and unconscious. It's less a destination and more a dynamic balance, a living symbol reminding you that your soul's map is always evolving, inviting constant discovery. Remember Jung's Swiss study, where those invisible forces started to take shape as a map of your soul. Stein's introduction invites you to navigate that terrain with curiosity instead of fear, because within lies not confusion but clarity. Try this. Next time a strong emotion or coincidence strikes, pause and ask, what part of my soul is speaking here? You might just hear your inner guide finally answering back. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.